The matrix that we live in, the world that we live in, isn't what you think it is. If the general public knew the truth about everything that was really going on in the world, it would put 99% of the people in a hospital bed. We are going to be entering into the golden age of history. Things could not possibly be better than. Okay, welcome back, everybody, to Dream Life Podcast. My name is Steve Buck, and I am your host. Before we get going, I just wanted to encourage everybody, please hit like down below the video. Please subscribe, share the videos with your friends and family. Everything that you could do to support what we're trying to do here would be greatly appreciated, and I know that I'll get much better results if I ask you people who follow me. I appreciate everything that you do for us. So let's dig into this information war that I'm talking about. Now, I'm sure all of you know who Alex Jones is. He was the purported founder of InfoWars. I think that Alex Jones started InfoWars to basically enlighten people about the fact that the matrix that we live in, the world that we live in, isn't what you think it is. Q said something very interesting in one post. If the general public knew the truth about everything that was really going on in the world, it would put 99% of the people in a hospital bed. Just think about that for just a second. If the general public, if just the average all normie person knew what was happening in the New World Order, in our government, in these satanic ritual abuses of these children in underground tunnels throughout the entire world, about the fact that the mainstream media has been lying to us for 50, 60, 70 years, that's just scratching the surface. The rabbit hole goes deep and the rabbit hole goes wide. And the things that are actually happening in Earth realm should disgust every single solitary person. But getting back to the idea that, Alex Jones started InfoWars, that began to kind of help people challenge the status quo and the matrix and critical thinking. It helped people begin to start to maybe think critically and maybe not believe every bunch of bullshit that is fed to us every single solitary day on the radio, by the news, and from Hollywood, from just all over, from every angle. We're getting hit with these things. I wanted to show you up here on the screen. We have the definition. This is an AI overview on Google of what information warfare is. Information warfare is the use of information and communication technology to gain an advantage over an opponent. It involves actions to deny, exploit, corrupt, or destroy an enemy's information while protecting one's own information and exploiting the enemy's. Information warfare is different from cyber warfare, which targets computers, software, and command and control systems, while information warfare targets information itself. So let's break that down a little bit. I don't like necessarily the way that they define this because they really didn't expound on it. So when you're talking about information warfare, you're talking about an information war. The New World Order, the world controllers, our enemy. Okay, so they're talking about one party and their enemy. Okay, we are the enemy of the New World Order, and that's why they try to control us. The New World Order is our enemy, okay, and that's why they engage in information warfare, because they want us to believe their bullshit. That's why I want every one of my followers, every one of my viewers, I want you to get a bullshit detector. The quicker you get a bullshit detector, the better off you're going to be in life, because there's information warfare going on everywhere all the time. So my definition of information warfare is trickery, word trickery, and we know who the greatest liar of them all is. That's Satan. That's Lucifer. Satan tries to trick us into believing different things that are not true. Information warfare is trickery, trying to get you to believe and trying to get me to believe information or things that are not true. And that's what we call the narrative. The narrative is the concatenation or the whole group of ideas all glued together. All the bullshit ideas that they want you to believe, all glued together in a package. And I don't know if you've ever seen one of those videos where it shows one news agency, putting out their bullshit talking point, and then they add in another one saying the exact same thing and on their talking point. And they add in 3 and 5 and 10 and 15 and 20 and 30 and 40 and 50. Pretty soon it's 100 different news agencies putting out the same narrative, same talking point. Oh, Donald Trump is on the verge of being impeached. Oh, Donald Trump is on the verge of going to jail. Just programming, trying to programming what we believe. This is information warfare. And the U.S. military, we talked about the irregular warfare unit of the United States military. And I'm just going to take a minute just to pull it up. All right, so this is the Modern War Institute at West Point. And they've got an article here about redefining irregular warfare, legitimacy, coercion, and power. I actually wanted to pull up the Irregular Warfare Center. So information war is taken care of here in the Irregular Warfare Center as part of the Defense Department. This handles not only information war, but all other different irregular warfare. And irregular warfare is just simply warfare different than, taking, trains, planes, helicopters, and, trying to blow up the enemy in conventional kinetic war. So you've got this information war that's going on. People like Alex Jones have tried to bring people to the awareness that the New World Order, the media, they're always trying to trick people into believing something that they shouldn't believe. I'm going to take us back to World War II. We're going to take a look at some decoys and some information warfare that the Allies did against Adolf Hitler in World War II. So let's just watch this video.
For D-Day. Churchill is still just as cagey about landings, but this time he has a trump card. His secret services have assembled a phantom army. Codename, Operation Fortitude. To misdirect German reconnaissance units, thousands of inflatable vehicles of all types are deployed near Dover to make it look like a landing in the Pas-de-Calais. Full decoy divisions made out of rubber are placed in the fields. Hitler had leaked false intelligence to the Allied nations about his military might in the 1930s. Well, he's going to get a taste of his own medicine. Churchill can't be sure the illusion will work, but he has a joker on the opposing side, Adolf Hitler himself. In the night between the 5th and 6th of June, 1944, the biggest armada ever assembled makes its way towards the French coast. Hitler goes to bed at 4 a.m. At 6 in the morning, the fleet is spotted and combat is engaged. German generals immediately call the Chief of Staff, fearing this armada is the dreaded invasion fleet. They call for reinforcements in case of an attempted landing. But General Jodl refuses to wake the Führer to request authorization. One doesn't disturb a sleeping dictator, especially not Hitler. Hitler isn't roused until 10 in the morning by his camp aide. But Hitler is convinced that the attack on Normandy is nothing more than a diversion for the real landing in the Pas-de-Calais. He refuses to send reinforcements. Hitler has taken the bait. The inflatable rubber decoys of Operation Fortitude did the job. It's already 2:30 in the afternoon when Hitler orders reinforcement troops. That's 8 hours after the Armada was sighted. It's too late. Fear of the dictator and his unilateral authority served to hasten the success of D-Day. Churchill is relieved.
Winston Churchill now came himself onto the soil of Normandy. The visit was brief. It didn't take long for the Prime Minister to satisfy himself that all goes well.
The reason I showed you that video was to demonstrate for you that when you're at war, you have to use deception. You have to use tactics that are going to throw off the enemy. And you're creating narratives. You're creating counter narratives to your enemy's narratives. And so to prove that we're in devolution, we had a fake botched withdrawal from Afghanistan. And when I say a fake botched withdrawal, I want you to understand 13 military men did not die withdrawing from Afghanistan. That was Trump and the military's counter narrative, okay, to combat and to engage in information warfare. And to prove my point, here's NBC, okay, showing a blow-up plane, a plane balloon, okay, and we're supposed to believe that this is a military plane. Look at the windows on this thing. The windows are blacked out. And we're going to watch this video, and you're going to see how, if you look at this video quick, it looks like it could be a plane, but when you really look at this video, you can see it's just a big balloon. Watch here. Okay, hang on. I'm going to back it up. Notice the guy waving to the cameras. Oh. Look at this. Look at this. These aren't people looking at these are actors. These are all actors, right? People climbing on a plane like it's getting ready to. Oh my God, this is hilarious. Just watch. Okay, now, people, if that was real and they fell under one of those tires, they'd get squashed into death immediately. Okay, look at this fake engine right here. There's not even turbine blades in the engine. Okay, so we're just. All right. We're gonna watch it again. This to me just I bust a gut every time I see this. Right? No turbine blades whatsoever. Look at this. Okay, blacked out windows, right? So that a pilot couldn't even see out of it. All right. Actors smiling. Hey, check it out. We're doing a good movie here. We got some bullshit we're gonna put on NBC. Here we go. Hang on. No, we gotta go back there. No, we gotta go back a little bit more.
My favorite is the audio. If you listen to it, it doesn't get louder as the plane gets closer either.
Exactly. As the plane gets closer, the audio doesn't get okay. Afghan sprint alongside a U.S. military aircraft attempting to take off in an apparent attempt to prevent it from leaving without them. Look at these guys. They're all well dressed. They're all well groomed. They're hanging on C-5A or a Globemaster that weighs 300,000 pounds, and they're hanging on the wheels. Just watch again. Look at this. Look at this. This is a joke. That's not an airplane. Hey, I'm getting paid to do this movie. We're gonna put it on NBC, and everybody's gonna believe it. Here we go. Okay, I've made my point. You've got inflatables here. Okay, you've got inflatable decoys. This is information warfare. When the U.S. military forces NBC to play this on TV, and it's all the 13 soldiers who died. The entire thing was made up, but it was made up because we are in an information war. And so you've got Trump and the military. They're going tit for tat with the New World Order, okay? And what they're doing now is that they're using reverse psyops on the American people and the people across the entire globe. The same psyops that they ran on us and the people of the world. Now, all of the militaries of the world are running reverse psyop information wars against the deep state. When you're looking around and when you're paying attention to things, you have to look at things with a critical eye, and you can't believe anything that you see on NBC, ABC, Fox. I don't care who it is. You can't believe any of it, because right now we are in the fog of war. And I just proved to you that just like Winston Churchill did back in World War II, Donald Trump and the U.S. military is using inflatable blow-up stuff to create a narrative, okay, that helps destroy the people who tried to overthrow our government. That was way back then. That actual plane, it's like they're improvising like a C-5A or a Globemaster, a C-17. Those planes are much bigger than that balloon even is. Just watch the video and you'll see that this is nothing more than a decoy. This is information warfare. And with the advent of AI, I mean, there's scary stuff that AI is capable of doing. Left unchecked, I mean, it could literally deceive us into believing anything. All these things, they're part of an information war. That they're part of what's coming to a head in this military operation. And very soon, within the next very few weeks, the military is going to reveal the existence of this sting operation, and they're going to begin bringing people to justice. I just want everybody to be prepared. We'll be touching on some more things to prepare as we go along through the next few episodes, but this is all good information that I want my listeners and our group of patriots to know and understand. We're going through an information war. Things are going to get ugly. Do not be dismayed. Do not be in despair. When we get to the other side, we are going to be entering into the golden age of history, and things could not possibly be better than the world that we're about to enter. So at that, I'm going to leave it there. And again, please hit like, share this, subscribe, and help us out all you possibly can. Thanks for joining me. So folks, if you like my channel and you like the golden nuggets that we're delivering, please hit like and also subscribe. And also you can comment anything that you want to say or questions that you have down in the comment section, and we'll reply to that. Thank you.